We've got Ken Hegan here. He is a copywriter and a filmmaker. And Ken and I had the pleasure of working together at Blast Radius many moons ago. And since then, he's become an award-winning columnist with MSN, Rolling Stone, GQ, hello, and a screenwriter as well with CTV, the Olympics, TSN, CBC, Discovery, and the Comedy Network. So thank you, Ken, for joining us today.
Hey, my pleasure. I love talking about pandemics.
So that's first question was, what was your initial reaction when we first got hit with this?
I was pissed off. I was angry. I had a big creative plan for the summer. A friend and I have been creating a craft brewery sitcom called Brewed, and we filmed 3 very funny short teaser videos that went over quite well. And we were building on those. We're going to shoot some more of those scenes and pitch it to the Comedy Network and Netflix and Hulu and the world. And a lot of those scenes require, well, it's the film industry. You need other people in close proximity. And so that went away. That was disappointing. Plus, I'm a self-described billionaire playboy. I enjoy going out on dates. I like buying drinks for strange women, and I can't do that. And I was bothered. And I was looking forward to a really profitable year. I had a lot of work lined up, and that has quickly halted, not forever, but for now. So I thought, well, how am I going to make the most of this pandemic? If I, assuming that I don't get sick myself, touch wood, I didn't want to be in a skyscraper in downtown Vancouver, in my little box in the sky, cheering at 7 o'clock every day, but feeling sad because I'm, pretty much by law, not allowed to leave. And I thought, I want to get out of here. So I rented it out to, I've got 2 lofts, one that I own and one that I rent out. I just love to climb stairs, so I just live in lofts. And I rented it out to people that were just really thrilled to have a place downtown. They didn't want to endanger their aged family who were immunocompromised. They needed a good, safe place to be creative. And so it worked out great. So I rented out both places and fled. I filled my mini convertible with cans of tuna and gin, and I just escaped. I just like Hunter S. Thompson leaving Las Vegas. I fled to the desert. My family has a home here in Kamloops with a swimming pool. I thought, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna take care of my mom's pool. I'm gonna be a glorified pool boy for half the day, and the other half I'm gonna bang out a screenplay, a brand new feature film, and it's a comedy, a pandemic comedy thriller. So as much as I'm trying to avoid getting consumed by the news, I'm fascinated by it because it's just fueling pages in my script. So yeah, I'm having an awesome time. I'm rollerblading in the desert in these dusty, deserted streets there. I guess I'm a deserter. I'm a big city deserter, if you will. I'm making Contagion infects Big Brother on game night. That's my script. So good luck hearing this, huh? If that's the case.
Do you have the answer in your movie?
No, but wouldn't it be great if it was just a little bit of cocaine or something solved? Wouldn't that be great? Something fun that we all take, and then good, we're cured. So that's my hope.
In your movie, do you have to have like a Q-tip into your brain to check?
Yeah, a very long Q-tip. No, we don't actually solve the problem in the film. But my film is actually inspired by a real life reality show in Big Brother Germany. I don't know if you saw. During the pandemic.
Oh yes. They
got shut down. They got canceled while they were on the air, and they had no idea there was a pandemic. And finally, the pandemic shut them down. Like, what? Now they've got to face this crazy new life. So my film opens with the cancellation of a reality show, and it imagines the hell that happens next as they have to figure out how to navigate the world.
About your latest project, I got triggered by a rally cry on Facebook, and then that's what made me want to call you. But we're piqued to find out about what you're doing.
Well, thanks. Yeah, it's called Outrunners, and it's Contagion mixed with Run Lola Run. It's a race against time as a young woman has to race to save the life of her mom across town during a pandemic like COVID times 10. And one thing I've been really interested in, there's a real reality show theme in my story, and COVID has proved that in times of crisis like this, everybody, all of us are reality show stars because we're broadcasting, dancing and singing and cooking. Like we're all TV stars in our own reality show. That's kind of a fun thing to play with. And what I am seeking now is really good atmospheric, eerie footage. So even though my film is a comedy thriller, it takes place during a an awful pandemic like this. I realized there hasn't been a better time in history for me as a filmmaker to get footage of empty, desolate, barren cities that are normally packed with humanity. So I'm trying to find as many cinematographers or even just talented photographers who have good cameras and can shoot video, just shoot some simple tripod shots of intersections, downtown squares, government buildings that are normally packed with thousands or even millions of people. And I just want empty streets. And if people can safely do it, I would love it if I could get people in, I don't know, Cape Town or in Asia or Europe. Paris would be great. There's some great long boulevards there that I'd love to have some empty, eerie footage. And it'll be really wonderful B-roll and sort of chapter divisions in my film. So if you know someone that would love to take part, it's an indie film. I can't throw money at it right now, but certainly if the footage gets used, we'll sign a deal so that people can share in the profits, the no doubt massive profits of my film. But yeah, I want it to be a team creative thing where everyone around the world is contributing these great, amazing, unique, once in a lifetime vantage points of their city.
That's very cool.
And so at the end or wherever we post this, we'll give your contact information and then you can brief them on sort of what the specifications are.
Yeah. We've got three shots, three types of shots that we're looking for. I can tell them exactly what I like the camera setting to look like. So it's, very simple. We're not looking for drone shots or Steadicam shots or anything too difficult. And we're looking for people that have a good eye. These can be talented students or amateurs or even professional cinematographers. If you've got a great camera and you've got a good eye and you know that there's an empty intersection in your city that would be perfect for this, or an empty highway, please let me know. I've got New York, LA, Toronto, and Vancouver. Looks like I've got those 4 cities covered. Now I'm looking for those really interesting, perhaps there's a great Spanish city street scene that is normally just often it's like these markets, there's busy market areas. I'm thinking Amsterdam, there's often like tons of people in the maybe the red light district, or please let me know. You guys know your cities better than I do, so show me your city, show me what it looks like right now. I'd love to see it.
Amazing. Can't wait to see the final product on your creation.
It's fun, yeah. I've given myself a deadline. June 1st, I want to come out of the desert with a rockin' Chris Hemsworth body. I'm working out like crazy. I want to look like Chris Hemsworth in Extraction, holding a really hot pandemic thriller script in my muscled, calloused hand. Yeah. Do hands get muscled? Yeah, I guess so.
I think so. Except you're gonna have a pool net in the other hand.
Yes.
In a pool net.
I'm going to start posting selfies. Literally, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a camera on the end of my pool skimmer, so you'll see me with flexing, and the script will be beneath me as the pool shimmers in the desert sun. That's my plan.
God. That's funny.
Is being alone in Kamloops with your pool making you extra creative?
Good question. I think it's a really creative place. If you've been to Kamloops before, it really looks like a lot of other places. Like it looks like Los Angeles. You know, you've got these
Wow.
dusty desert brown. It's the northern tip of this desert that keeps snaking all the way up into Oregon and Osceola, and Kamloops is sort of the last stop of that desert. And so you've got these dusty brown hills, but you've got forests nearby here. You've got lots of lakes. So Kamloops should have a movie studio here. It's in the same time zone as LA, and it has all these great looks, and it doesn't rain like it is in Vancouver. So yeah, it's a pretty interesting place. It feels like Palm Springs. And every night after my day of working out and working on my script and going rollerblading, my mom and I, we watch British Murders. And so that's really fun. We like to watch a lot. We like a big death count. So that's informing my story as well too. Like we'll watch an episode and we'll go, oh yeah, 9 people died in this episode. That was a good one. Yeah.
You're counting.
Yeah, 1 or 2 deaths, kind of Canadian. 9 deaths. Now we're talking.
Have you done any online dating while you're during COVID?
Another great question. There's been some flirting, but I'm kind of half-hearted about it because what's the point? I can't, even if someone wants to come visit me in Kamloops, we still have to be 6 feet apart. Like, what's the point? So I don't know.
You know what it would do is it would build some anticipation with each other.
Yeah. I don't want to use all my best writing material on flirting when I should be working on my script.
Got it.
But you're right. I am still a man at the end of the day. Perhaps I should think about, stepping up my flirting, but
maybe at your mom's bridge night, there'll be some opportunities.
How did you know she has a bridge night? You've done your research. Yeah. So yeah, I got to stop thinking younger. I got to think maybe look older.
Broaden your opportunities.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I could look at old high school flames, but I got a swimming pool after all. I got a lot to offer.
And the sensitivity that you're living with your mom right now.
Oh, right? Yeah. That's like a chick magnet.
Come on. You think? Well,
you're looking after her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta reframe the story, Ken.
I'm looking after my dying mother.
No, you're COVID.
No, don't say that.
Avoid mother.
So avoid the dying part?
Yeah, you're protecting your mom.
There you go. That's good language. Yeah. Okay. Well, I got to work on my Desert Tinder account then.
Yeah.
We'll help you.
And if the screenplay doesn't work out, you should work for Kamloops Tourism.
Right. Come to Kamloops. I know. I actually I spent a couple summers working for Kamloops Tourism. I know it well. My job was always, my job was to point people towards Expo. Yeah, Expo's that way. Expo's that way. Eventually, people only end up living here normally because their car breaks down. And then they go, well, I guess I live in Kamloops now. So I think I can work beyond that. I'll come up with a better slogan than that.
You already did, saying it's like LA. I'm now curious.
It's Glamloops. So, if I may, I have to steal my ex's. That was her idea. She called Palm Springs was Glamloops, but I think Kamloops should be Glamloops.
You've got fame there too. You've got Sun Peaks not too far away with Nancy Green at the Kilty Lodge. Done.
Yes. Oh yeah. We're drenched in celebrities here. Yeah.
Okay. So in close, there's an abrupt stop because we only have 12 minutes. What's your silver lining in all this?
Oh, I'm having the best pandemic. I'm getting in great shape. I'm working on a screenplay in the desert that I'm really excited about, that I think a lot of people are going to have fun remembering what it felt like to go through this weird time. But more importantly for all of us, the silver lining is this pandemic began, for most of us, it began in the wintertime. When I got here, it was snowing out. I had a hoodie on. It was wretched. And day by day, as spring progresses and blossom, hope and optimism is coming back and springing out. And I think that's the silver lining, is that it happened when it did. there's never been a better time to have a pandemic. We've got the internet. We can all work at home, or most of us, or many of us can, I should say. And you can order beer to come to your door. How good is that? So
even in Kamloops.
yeah, I mean, if this happened 40 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, this pandemic wouldn't be nearly as fun.